When I got the phone call and the email letting me know that I'd been selected for this award, I was surprised, partly because last year seemed so long ago, and it was almost surreal thinking back to all that 2010 was relative to education and what we were trying to accomplish. But I was also humbled, humbled because I appreciate the role the Chamber has played in so many ways relative to supporting public education, supporting community. We're really fortunate in Bloomington. It wasn't truly a hard sell here to convince anyone, especially the Chamber, that education is about more than kids in classrooms, but also about the economic vitality of a community and the commitment we make to the future through our young people. Had you told us all maybe a year or two before that we were going to put aside so many of our personal feelings and our political divisions even, and come forward and to take this gigantic leap of faith that we as a community could step in where the state could not, to make sure that we had the schools and that we were supporting students in the way that we needed to, we might have been surprised. And I think the other thing that came out of all the work that we as a community did last year was a sense of ownership and a sense of partnership with our public schools. I think we have different expectations than we had when we went into it, and I think that's very justified. And I think at the end of the day, it can't help but be a great thing for schools and for our community. If there's anyone we ought to stand up and applaud right now, it would be the board of the Public School Foundation, the Foundation of Monroe County Community Schools. You know, they had a strategic vision and they had plans for how they were going to proceed in the future, and they pretty much got tossed at the beginning of last year when we started addressing issues like, oh my gosh, is Bradford Woods going away? Will we have strings programs for our kids? You know, are we going to have the dollars we need to support education in the classroom? And then when ECAs jumped up and sort of slapped us all in the face, they were really willing to set aside a very well-defined strategic vision for their work and say, we're going to respond to this crisis. And the community responded, and it did, I think, create a great opportunity for the Public School Foundation to build bridges and connections with people all across town. There's no question that all that we went through last year and the opportunities I had to work with a very diverse set of people did help me become more prepared for the role leading our community foundation. But I think thinking more broadly, that over the years working with public education gave me an understanding of how critical it is that we not address any of these problems in isolation, that they are so interconnected, everything from economic development to the arts to, you know, basic needs, shelter, hunger, they all impact one another so significantly. And so I appreciate the opportunity to be at the Community Foundation, where we do have the latitude really to play a unique role in supporting the community across the spectrum of needs.